Hi everyone. So I am here to do a top 10 Tuesday, and since I read The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes not too long ago, I am giving you my top 10 backstories from the Hunger Games trilogy that I would have liked to have seen. These aren't all things that I think should be full-length 300-page novels, but just a little backstory. So at number 10, I'm going to say the two Avox children from the first book. So we get a little bit of who they are. They are capital children that Katniss recognizes when she goes to the capital after being reaped. And at first she doesn't know where she's seen these kids from. And then it clicks in her head that her and Gale were in the forest or hunting and everything, and these children dressed in capital clothes were running for something, and this hovercraft comes and takes this girl, and then of course later on we discover that she is the Avox taking care of Katniss, which means she is basically a tongueless servant now. So my first three are going to be capital people, mainly because we got to see kind of Snow's point of view in this one, but in the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, but we don't really see like the good capital people and what made them choose the rebellion, decide of the districts over the life of luxury and safety that they would have had, you know. So for the first thing, I'm going to say the Avox kids. Number 8, I would go Cressida, who was a director, and she chose to do the propos with Katniss for the rebellion and showing, you know, the nation these videos about the Capitol and what they do and how the rebels are alive and everything. And then of course there's Cinna, who is number 8, and he was Katniss's stylist in the first book, and he didn't seem to talk with a capital accent or have their mannerisms, and instead of being given 12, he chose it. And so I just wanted to know more about these 3 people, about why these kids were basically running from the capital, what made Cressida choose the rebel side, what made Cinna so compassionate and everything. We know in the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes that there is a character named Sejanus who was from the districts. And possibly, maybe Cinna has family that's not too far removed from that. At number 7, because she's from District 7, so why not? Let's say Joanna Mason. Joanna is very tough, very snarky, but we know bad things have happened to her, and I would like to know more about who she was before her games. Did she always have this mean streak, or did it get worse after the games? At number 6, I am going to say Madge Undersea, who is friends with Katniss, even though Katniss doesn't come to realize it until the day of the reaping. And I just want to know more about her because she's an interesting character. She's the mayor's daughter. She has a lot more privilege, but she just wants to be friends with Katniss. She doesn't look down on her. She just wants to be a normal kid in this environment that she has. And, sometimes she might be a little clueless to some things, but I think she's a good-hearted character. At number 5, I'm going to say Mags. So Mags is one of the oldest people in the trilogy, and pretty much she was alive before the creation of the Hunger Games. And so then she was, in the Second Quarter Quell, and then, with them creating the rebellion and everything. So people speculate that maybe she was in the 11th Hunger Games, and the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes takes part or is set in the 10th. So she might have been the first victor with the new, like, special arenas and everything. And I would really like to know, in her perspective, what that was like. And number 4, I would say Finnick, who is also from District 4. Um, we know that there's more to Finnick than, he portrays to the world and everything. He's much more of a deep character. I feel he has, a good heart, he's kind of one of those people that aren't solely just looks or just solely personality. He has that good balance, even though the characters don't realize it at first, and I think he's a well-rounded character. And the thing about it is District 4 is like a career district, and I wanted to know more about him and Mags because, like, they don't have the personality of people that are usually portrayed to be career districts. So at number 3 are actually 2 people. I wanted to know more about Katniss's parents. They are not named, not even first names, but she talks greatly about her father and about how her mother used to be. And I kind of get it because we're in her head and everything, and I think it's more that she's just keeping things to herself. But I would like to know more about how they met and their family, etc. At number 2, I want to know a little bit more about Brew and her life in District 11. We got to know a little bit about it in the book, but I would like to see more about that and more about her family and what it was like for a child of her age to be reaped. Then finally, at number 1 is Haymitch, the mentor of Katniss and Peeta. Again, we got a little bit of his life, but what was he like before the reaping, before everything that happened to him? He was such an interesting character in the book, and he's one of the people I wish we would have got maybe a perspective out of. Like, I loved that it was first person, but maybe we could have had like views of other characters. Anyways, that is my video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.